Okay, so you went over and somebody had torn up your airplane.
A guy let it get away from him on this PSP runway and collapsed to one of the gear of my 38. So, you know, each pilot had their own airplane,
Right.
but new guys didn't have one yet, so they'd fly somebody else's. Anyhow, I'd done that. So next day, they brought this first P-51 in. Ferry pilot left it. You know, nobody around had flown it. And so I didn't have an airplane, so I thought, well, what the hell? And I went over and checked it out, run the engine. Yeah, okay, so I went and got my parachute, climbed in it, called the tower and said, I'm going for a flight. This is in England.
Right.
Parts
So,
of the airplane. Yeah, that's so
I
neat.
didn't have the least idea of speeds, anything. And the only thing I could remember was that from flying school, torque. Left hand for throttle, right foot for torque.
Right.
That's the only thing because flying 38, we never worried about torque.
Yeah.
Unless you lost an engine. But so anyhow, I managed to get the thing airborne without killing myself. And so then I had to tell everybody else what it's like to fly it. And all I knew is what I'd gathered.
And nobody yelled at you for stealing their airplane, huh?
Well, that was, of course, it belonged to our squadron. They were brought in there. They were starting to bring these 51s in, and so anyhow, I went ahead and flew it, and then after I got it safely on the ground, well, first of all, I flew it, got up to about 8,000 feet, and I was messing around with it, and a damn RAF Typhoon jumped me. And he wanted to fight, you know. So, he turned me everywhere but loose. Oh, it was sad. But I was still feeling the airplane out.
Yeah.
So anyhow, then after that night in the officers' club, we were having dinner, and the squadron commander says, well, tell us about flying that thing. Okay, don't forget, left hand power, right foot for torque.
How about landing speeds and stuff? Did you just kind of swag it, guess it for landing speeds coming in, or?
I felt it out.
Did you?
Yeah, I went up, installed it, and, you know, messed around. Got jumped by this Typhoon, and it was terrible.
And would you rather have flown the P-38 in combat or the P-51?
Well, that's not a fair question, because I was trained in a 38,
Yeah.
and I knew it really well.
Yeah.
And I spent every spare minute I could on that. I'd take other guys' flights when they wanted to be off, you know. And
Right.
so I really I knew the 38, and I liked it really well. When I went in the 51, nobody told us anything about it. We had to just feel it all out. So that's why I say it's not a fair question. I knew the 38 really well.
Well, that seems crazy. You guys had P-38s, right? So you all had P-38s there in England.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, why didn't they keep the 38s and let you guys fly combat in the 38s?
Oh, we did.
You did?
Oh, yeah. But then they brought in 51s, said we're going to change the whole 8th Air Force is going to fly 51s and bombers and the B-17, B-24s. But we were in fighters, so that was simple. We go from 38s, we went to the 51s. Some people that probably never been in an airplane in their life are making the decisions.
Right, right.
So we flew 51s.
That is
and
great.
of course, they were ginning them out. You know, they could make a 51 so much faster than they could a 38. And they were ginning them out pretty fast by that time, and so we changed over 51s.
Wow. What was the scariest combat thing happen to you? What was the craziest thing happened to you in combat?
Well, crap. Anytime you got somebody shooting at you, that's the...
Sure. What scared you more, ground fire or getting jumped by a couple 109s?
Couple wouldn't have been bad. Ground fire, we respected it, but we didn't get into much of it because we were escort was our duty, and we did do a lot of strafing and ground fire later on. But
Yeah.
But primarily, we were escort for the bombers.
Okay.
So, you know, it's a completely different job.
Gotcha.